Hey everyone, happy Monday. We're going to go ahead and talk about the 1 p.m. update that came out by about now. Hurricane Michael here that we're dealing with as it starts to slowly creep into the Gulf, still there, just surpassing the far western tip of Cuba as it starts to make its way there into the southeastern Gulf. And it is here supposed to steadily and rapidly strengthen in the expected over the next 24 to 36 hours, and the eye is becoming a little more apparent there. It's becoming more organized as it continues to move north-northeast. So let's look at the track. By Tuesday, they're expecting it by Tuesday morning, so through tonight into tomorrow, actually into tonight, they're expecting it to strengthen into a Category 2 storm with sustained wind speeds of around 110 miles per hour. We move into Tuesday night into Wednesday. They're expecting it to strengthen into a Category 3 hurricane with 120 mile per hour sustained wind speeds. And as you can see there, as it makes landfall along the Florida Panhandle, expected to make landfall as a major hurricane, as a Category 3 hurricane. Right now, though, Michael has sustained wind speeds of 75 miles per hour, gusts up to 90 miles per hour, so barely just a Category 1 hurricane. It needs winds of 74 miles per hour to be a Category 1 hurricane. It's moving north at 7 miles per hour, so it's trekking along as it just starts to enter the Gulf of Mexico here. Models suggesting most of them have it staying further off to the northeast. The reason it's not going to turn to the west and head towards Baton Rouge here is because we have a trough approaching from our northwest. That's our cold front that we're going to see here in the next few days. That's what's also going to drive Michael further off to the east and not necessarily bring it towards us here in Baton Rouge. But areas from Alabama coastline, from Mobile over to Florida, all the way down to Tampa, they're dealing with the effects and they're going to be preparing for Michael. So we're going to look at a model here. This is our chance for 40-plus mile per hour winds, which is tropical storm force winds, over the next few days. So as you head into Wednesday morning, parts of New Orleans may have a 10 to 20% chance they might see some gusty winds, but most of that heavy or strong winds, I should say, are closer to the Alabama coastline and the Florida Panhandle. In areas of the Big Bend region, they're starting to see that 70 to 80% chance of seeing those tropical storm force winds as Michael moves onshore there. You see that big bullseye right by the Big Bend region. There is a Panama City and further south, southeast. Areas of Jackson filling that, areas of Mobile, Pensacola, they're going to feel some of those stronger winds as Michael moves and kind of treks further off to the northeast as it weakens once it moves inland. It's going to weaken quickly and rapidly once it moves onshore. So rainfall forecast here, what I want to show you. We move into, well, this is Thursday evening. This is Thursday afternoon here, but let's take a look at these totals. Baton Rouge, we're pretty much on the drier side. We're going to see a front move through and kind of dry us out. That front, which is also going to be steering Michael further to the northeast. But Panama City, just to the north, models suggesting that's where we're going to see plus 10 to 12 inches of heavy rainfall moving into portions of far southeast Alabama, and southeast of Montgomery, central Georgia, and the rainfall is continuing as you move into portions of central South Carolina and North Carolina. So Columbia, Charlotte, Raleigh, expecting to see some areas of heavy rainfall as Michael continues to move that way as well. Now we're looking at our hurricane watch and our tropical storm watch. So hurricane watch for most of the Florida Panhandle, down further, down into the peninsula, portions of far southwest Georgia. And then we're looking at a tropical storm watch for the Alabama coastline, including Mobile, and then Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, and then down towards Tampa as well. So us here in Louisiana, we're on the good side of the storm. That front that's moving through that's going to give us our fall-like temperatures is actually acting in our favor as it continues to push Michael off to the east. And a storm surge watch here for areas along the Panhandle of Florida coastline and down towards Tampa as well. So Tampa all the way north along the Florida Panhandle, they're watching for a storm surge watch because, of course, Michael's going to bring dangerous storm surge. It's going to drop heavy rainfall, and these are all the things that we're going to see as we continue to watch Michael push into the Gulf of Mexico as it strengthens into a Category 2 storm, into a Category 3 storm over the next 24 to 36 hours. And then as it brings storm surge, as it brings flooding, as it brings wind. So although we're not going to feel much of the effects here in Baton Rouge exactly, if you know family or friends or you're heading east, make sure you are prepared and make sure they are prepared because Michael is definitely a storm you are going to want to watch here over the next few days. We'll have another update as we head throughout the day. Have a good one.